Hello guys, I'm going to play around with the conveyor a little bit. I want to check some things out on it, do a little bit of measuring and stuff like that. But what I need to do is get up to the top of it. So I need to find out what the amperage is on that motor to know what kind of wire to buy. And it's way up there. I also don't like that rubber mat there. If you're moving gravel, that'd be fine, but you can't really see. Oh, that's 12 foot up there, and that's as low as it'll go. But I also want to see about what it'd take that rubber mat off, because I just don't think it looks pretty. You know, if it was squared off, it'd probably look all right. That's a conveyor belt off a bigger conveyor. But if we have firewood coming off there, we probably want to put those grouser things on there, whatever they call them. With a thing that slopes then the other way. I don't have a ladder that'll get up that high easily up here, so I'm going to kind of cheat. And you can walk under this thing. It's not going to come down on you that way. Pretty good conveyor. So I don't know whether it's going to be a short or a long or a who knows. I guess we'll sit back here because we are going to use the truck. So I'm going to swing the boom around, hook up to the top of it, and raise it up. Then goes well, I can't take a picture of it. I'll probably take a picture of it when I'm finished with the camera. What do you think, guys? Makes an easy way to raise that thing up. Now let's go look at the other end of it. See what kind of amperage that motor takes. Now I can look at taking this piece off here at a comfortable height. That's how I did it up at the place when I was, I thought I saw another rock. I don't know what that is. Oh, that's some kind of weird kind of pulley. Anyhow, let's see what it's going to take. Just take 2 bolts to take that out. I think I'll take that out if they're not rusted beyond hope. They don't look too bad. That's a thick conveyor belt there, buddy. Let's see what kind of amperage that motor's got on it. Can't get there from here. Here we go. I can just review this if it's focusing in on it. It is 10 horsepower frame 215T. There's serial log, catalog number, amps. 28, 28, 13, I guess. I don't know, that seems a little high for that, being 3-phase. Oh, that's okay. If you're running 208 voltage, it's 28 amps. If you run 230 voltage, it's 20, I can't read that number, 26 amps. And we're going to be running 480, so it's 13 amps. So Hertz is right, 3-phase, and here's the different ways of hooking it up. So that shouldn't be too bad. I'm still kind of thinking about switching this over to hydraulic. Oh, while I'm here, let me see if I can't get that ugliness off the back of it. Just doesn't look pretty enough. And I might have to redo some of the chute work here. It looks like somebody did some torch work on this here. But that's pretty solid right there. But I don't know where the ground is. Here's a wiper right here. That's kind of interesting. Never seen one with a wiper. This is not a wood splitting one. This is a gravel thing. Let me go get the Kubota, come up here and see if I can get that ugliness off of there. It just doesn't look nice to me. See what it's going to take. We are going to get into the toolbox here. Just wrench it out. I think it's probably 3/4. It might be smaller than 3/4. Yeah, it's smaller than 3/4. I just bought this wrench. It cost me 50 cents up at Carlisle. Look at that. It fits. So I can't read what size it is, but it fits. So it must ship. Then I had another wrench that I bought up there for $1/4. I buy a lot of, because there's so many wrenches that get kicked around in this Kubota. And that's a weird wrench. That's got a weird angle to it. What size is that? You can't see that. That's a really, I guess you can see that. That's really, I think somebody bent it. Yeah, because I think somebody bent that down. That's a 11/16. Who knows? Let me get another one that maybe is. Here's a 5/8 3/4. I think that's bigger than, it might be a 5/8. Nope, it's bigger than 5/8. Small and 3/4. I guess that 11/16 is about what it might be. I'm looking for the right angle. 5/8, 9/16. What do we got here? That looks like a 3/4. Yep, 3/4. That's 3/4. Uh-oh, I think I might have it here. Let's see what we can do here. See if we can terrorize. I should probably put some squirt on it, but we don't want to get too carried away here. It's got oh, that's kind of loose there, isn't it? Maybe it takes this size. That's an oddball one there. Ugh, Lordy. You know, these are some peculiar sized nuts. You know, I think they're metric. Because I'm not sure what they are. Oh no, it ain't coming off too easily. It's one of those nylon ones that you can't get on it because the piece of metal, you can't get a full thread on it, and they're not real long bolts. They got tapered at the end, but it's one of those nylon ones that you don't need a lock washer with. I think we're getting it now. It's a goofy size though, I know that. But this thing wasn't made with metric bolts, I guarantee you. Another thing, the bolt was down in this thing here on the back, so you couldn't get a full bolt on it, or a full wrench on it. But we got it. Now we just got to get the other one. If we don't get the other one, we're in deep doo-doo. I have to put the other one back in there. I'll leave the bolt in that so it doesn't fall down on my head too bad. Ooh, this one. I thought the other one was bad. This one's even worse. But it turns easier. Must not be as rusty. I'd use a ratchet, but all my ratchets are not in the Kubota right now. They're in the white truck from getting this piece. I had a toolbox all loaded up. I should have gone and got it. I gotta put all those tools back in the Kubota. I wonder what that spring, you know, that thing there goes up and down, doesn't it? There's a spring on there. That's pretty sophisticated conveyor. I think we got it off of there. Yeah, I just didn't like the looks of that thing there. It looked ugly. Made it look ugly. That's a thick belt though, I can tell you that. When all else fails, give it a kick. Look at the size of that conveyor. That must be 4 foot wide. They had some big conveyors up there, I guarantee you that. Just out of curiosity. 54 inches. That's a lot of conveyor there. That would move some wood, wouldn't it? I think while I'm taking stuff off. See this thing here, I guess if it gets something stuck in it, then this springs down and goes back up. I guess this keeps it wiped off. That's got a rubber, I don't know what that is, condom maybe, something over that big round thing. Don't know what they call that, but I know in band mills they got those on them, and I don't know, I can't think of what they called it. We'll take this off of there because that made it look unkept also. String. You know something? This piece here is adjustable, so this thing can swing out. Man, that's pretty good. Because if you want to put those browser bars on there, I might play with that a little bit. That one could come out too. I might play with that a little bit. Get the right angle for dump. Of course, if it came down and landed right on here, there to there would hit that wood solid and probably knock anything on there off at that point. So I guess that's an option for move, because this thing pivots on that screw up there, I do believe. Got to look at it a little closer. Ooh, this is nastier wire here. I'll save those for the next time we go down the road with it. I don't know who put these on there, but I think they've been on there for a while. Might need to put this in the low overhead clearance. That might have to go someplace. Probably need to put it on the sawmill every time I bump my head on that sign in the back. Yeah, this pivots. Looks like it pivots right here and pivots right there. So this thing here, that can come out, but you also have a nice place for mounting right here too. So I think putting those bars on there, but might need some kind of a funnel to funnel the stuff in. Usually on Jeffrey's thing, because it's V'd. Can you see how it's V'd up there? I don't know, maybe you can't see that, or maybe you can see it, I don't know. And the belt's not tight right now. But all the wood, once it bounces over a couple of these pulleys, you can kind of get the idea of the V there. Once it bounces up over a couple of those pulleys, it just kind of lines itself into a straight row. So, well, I'm gonna go ahead and let it down. I got the information I need on the motor, on the camera, so if I want to review it, I just got to look back and review it, which shouldn't be too difficult, hard. So now we'll let it back down. And also want to get that piece up there out of the truck, because that's where all the wood's going to funnel down to. I got to get this stuff out of the truck anyway. It's too wet to take this stuff down to the sawmill area right now. This thing's also awkward as it goes down. It's going in and out. I can't see if you can see. It's going in and out as it's coming down. So as it comes down, it goes in and comes out, and all I got to do is hit those two blocks down there. I think you can see that. So let's let her back down. Let me turn the noise off. Trying to get an idea for the height of the nose of that thing, where the firewood's going to drop into the basket. And right now, of course, the tape is at the other end. I got it up, it's up 6 inches. So I think I might, well, I see I can pick it up with a tractor right now. I think I'm gonna let it all the way down the ground and see where it goes, because this is up, let me get a tape just for the heck of it. Now I know it can go down another 6 inches because it's, I know it could go down another 6 inches because it's on 6-inch blocks there. So right now we're sitting at about 27 inches. I need to go down and measure what my wood splitter's at. But as this trough goes out, it would go out something like that. And that's what's in there that I'm going to take out and see where that'll mount onto here. It was mounted up. If you remember the other videos, it was mounted halfway up the thing. We're going to go down and measure what the my wood splitter is. I'm not really planning on changing my ways of splitting wood, but I want to have that option available. That I'll pick up later because that's heavy. I just want to go down and measure, see what my splitter is, just for the heck of it. So it'll take you along. You've been there before. I forget what I measured at, 28 inches, but it can go down another 6. So we're looking at 22 inches. Got a bonfire going, been going all day, burning junk pine, big pieces of it. It's kind of blowing some smoke off of it. But I don't really care, just burning that up. That was one of those trees I took down. Going this way, that road that way is real rough. Got some ruts in it. This way here is a lot smoother, not that you can tell. I can cut through this tree, cut through here. Looks like I might have some table issues. Not like I said, I don't necessarily need it for this application, but so I want to make those. I can't pull the tape out. What are we sitting on height? On the table height, we're at about 31 inches. So if that came in underneath here and then came out here, that would be fine. Or I got that other piece on the back that I don't know if you guys know about that. I'm sure you do. There's another piece on the back. See that piece there? That goes on this right here and extends it over further that way, but that doesn't look like it would work in this situation. So I have to think about it. You'd have to get it down here and I think tuck the nose of it right in there if you're in this location, and then I could be dumping the wood in the pile out there just for play right now until Luke gets ready to get this beast. But I need to find out the amperage on the I needed to find out the amperage on the motor so I can buy an extension cord, because we're going to be running 460 volts. I think, what was it, 13 amps? Probably ain't going to take much more than 12 cable. I want about 50 foot so I can have it out of the way pretty good. So I'm just playing around. You know, what the heck. I'll fine tune the thing down here, then if Luke figures out he needs that, we'll take it down to his place. Tough getting it in his backyard and that kind of stuff, so I'm not sure exactly what he wants to do down here. Here's the garbage wood that I'm burning up there. It's just, this is all pine. I don't even know where it came from. I'm just burning it up to get rid of it. That's a piece of cedar there. I was saving that for a guy a year ago October, maybe a year ago September. I told him I'd save it for him, and in the last year he passed away, and so now it's kind of, it'll become firewood probably. This wood looks like it's drying out real good. I don't have my standard tarp over this one, but it still looks like it's drying out pretty good. I think the water mixing with the sap and stuff makes it actually dry out better. Maybe it thins it out so it pulls it out of the wood faster. And I just left a tarp on this one, didn't feel like messing with it. Be interesting to, it sounds pretty dry. It's a little piece though. I don't mess with little pieces too much. When I get to the top, I mess with little pieces because there's a water belly in there too. Because then I can stack it all the way across. This was all the way up to the top when we started. There's a big water belly in there. I don't really care. It keeps that tarp from blowing off. this is what I've moved to. This seems to work pretty good. Putting the, if you haven't been here before, this is the greenhouse track, and then the what they call wiggle wire or something like that, I don't know. And lets the air go in and flow through, keeps condensating because the air can flow through. Now I got a water belly in this one too, but all the wood's still dry, so it doesn't really make any difference. And what happens is this was filled up more full or fuller, higher than it was, and as the wood shrinks down, then you got a spot for the water belly. And I've had that issue in a couple of them, but it really doesn't affect anything. This stuff is a lot better than any kind of tarp you can buy. This stuff is like tough as nails. There's a water belly in that one too. Not very big. You can see it, I can't. It holds them in place, but the air still flows through there real good, and this acts as an awning so the rain doesn't get there, and one of the many wood boxes that I've made. Anyhow, that's about it for this video. Hit the like, subscribe, and you never know what you're gonna find. That's why I gotta get a blankie on that saw blade down there, the signed saw blade. So anyhow, I don't want the sun, man, my brain is just going all over the place. I don't want the sun fading the names on it, so I think I'll look into doing that next. So thanks for stopping by. Hit the like button, subscribe button, hit the bell if you want to see what the nut's into next. Bye-bye.